Hey guys, thanks for checking back in. Quick progress report. Progress report. Quick progress update on Shane's badass LS3 swap 3rd gen. Let's get into it. All right, first and foremost, sorry for the delay. What an unbelievable summer, crazy season for me all around. Got to working on this as much as possible, and it's going pretty good. I think last time we spoke about it, the engine bay was painted. So now let's go through and I'll show you all the good stuff we got going on here. So engine's in for the final time, and it looks really good. Got the Dirty Dingo front accessory drive on there. And before we even go any further than that, I'm going to input some videos that I had made and some photos of the engine painting and assembly and stuff right now. All right, so as you can see, came out nice, good combination of colors, black, and then I used this silver Eastwood Aluma, I think it's like Aluma Star or whatever it's called, color for the valve covers. And, you know, got the black rails, just made this crossover yesterday, got that going. I'll put the car up and show you guys some other stuff. Fuel pressure regulator is right here. Got the nice arrow motive, nice mounting spot. Waiting on some fittings, and then I'll tie in those lines as well. But all in all, coming out really good. UMI caster camber plates, and I'm not even going to talk about how bad it was to get these damn springs in again with this new K member. But yeah, looking good. Radiator is in. We do have the top piece for that. I got to get that all buttoned up. It looks really good. Definitely coming along. He's happy. Throw it up in the air. Show you what we got going on underneath. All right. So while I was doing the engine install, it is highly, highly recommended to get the passenger side header in. I'm sure I talked about it on my previous videos of my other car. Absolutely imperative to get that thing in there while you're putting the engine in. Otherwise, it ain't happening, especially once the transmission goes in with the bell housing and all that stuff. So just keep that in mind. Undid all the brake lines. I already had run a new one. You can see over here, got a new one coming all the way from the back. Nice new fitting in there. Right. That goes in there. Right here, goes in. And runs all the way along. And I'm just waiting for some nice clamps, then I'll tie it in all nice and tight under here. Dual 6AN fuel lines. Got the main feed line all connected there. Going back up to the fuel tank, the fuel pump and tank. And I'm waiting on a couple of fittings to tie in the return line. And then I am going to do an inline filter and I'm gonna tuck it up right up in this little nook right here. So I'm actually waiting on that. I think that's coming tomorrow, and then I'll cut the feed line and tie in that, you know, make the fittings, the AN fittings and stuff, and get that going. But all in all, coming together, and then flex plate is on. Nice TCI flex plate. And pretty much ready to get the trans in. Once I'm done with all these lines, which is going to be in the next couple of days, then I could put the transmission in. I got it all set up. It is over here. Performer built 4L65 or E, forget. But that thing's ready to go, buttoned up, seals are in it, and the converter's over here with 1 quart of fluid ready to go. So once that is, once these lines are done, that'll go in, and moving right along, to be honest. It's gonna go pretty quick once now that I actually have some time to work on it. All new steering installed. Got the UMI bump steer kit and all new GM replacement, inner tie rods, and all that good stuff in here. Nice and neat, nice and clean. New K member, which I don't remember if I showed you guys after we painted the engine bay. That was part of the process going in. I may have some small snippets of that along with the engine painting. I'll see what happens when I go back in my phone. But yeah, springs are in. What a pain in the ass, anyone who knows it. But it's all good. It's gonna look great once it's down on the ground. That's coming soon as well. Got all the brake stuff off until I run the lines, and then I will install the brakes, lines, all that stuff. So that is the next step. But yeah, definitely looking really good. Front splitter is off. That's getting painted. Had a couple little marks in it. Took that off. Got to clean this stuff up. Just 40 years of dirt. So that'll get cleaned up. And then once that's painted, that'll go back on. But moving right along. It's really coming out nice. He's happy. I'm happy. And I can't wait to hear this thing sing. Let's discuss the elephant in the room, which is this. And the car is gone. Nah, I'm kidding. It's in paint. It's getting painted. So it's in paint right now. And then once that comes back, all I really need is a shell. Then I can start wiring that car, getting that thing moving along. Waiting on an intercooler for this. So right now it's got the 2-inch space, but this is the intercooler I use for mock-up, but I'm not using that one. I'm waiting on the other one, and then that one will get black anodized, and then I'll be able to measure for the snout length. I already have the lower pulleys over here. This is the spacer that you need if you're running an ATI damper, which I am. And this is the lower pulley, and the lower pulley mounts to that. And then I got the balancers in here. It's all brand new stuff. But we'll go over that once I get the intercooler back and I could start putting everything together. And we'll get that moving. Yeah, appreciate you guys checking back in. Getting a lot of stuff going on. This is another pile of parts over here for IROC-Z, which it's been a long time coming. But we're turning up the boost in that bad boy. Right now it's about 7 pounds. And that over there, those boxes will make it about 14 to 15 pounds. So it should be pretty nasty at that, once that's done. That's the project after these other projects, which I don't know. I'm gonna try to sneak that one in. Sorry about that, camera died. But yeah, definitely I got a lot of stuff going on. Definitely want to get the other car, change over those pulleys, and then start working on this setup. This is I got to change all this stuff. I got the Willwood proportioning valve This is the rear line. Got to redo the front lines. It's all going to come together really nice, and it's looking really good. Eventually got to measure for a belt for that. Radiator lines, start the wiring. Got a lot to do, but it will definitely go quick once I get moving along. So appreciate you guys sticking around. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Car shows, stuff like that. I'm going to try to get as much content to you guys as possible. Thanks for checking back in. I'll see you soon.